guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'm doing something very exciting in my personal opinion. I'm playing around with a brand that I ordered from America pre-Christmas, possibly November time. It arrived with me during December and then I was like, oh honey, we don't have time for this. We're trying to do everyday videos. It just was an absolute carnage on my end, to be honest. It was absolute carnage. So I haven't got around to playing it until now, but I've had this staring at me, looming at me, crying at me from the corner like, play with me, play with me, and I haven't been able to do so. So before you guys come at me saying, Megan, I thought you were on a no-buy girl. What's this? What's this? I thought you were on a no-buy. I bought it in November, I just haven't had time to play with it yet, so I'm very happy. So today I'm going to be playing around with Kaleidos makeup. I bought myself the PR kit because obviously I have places to be and people to meet with a metal suitcase, like, well, briefcase like this. I don't know why I bought this, but I was just like, I want this thing. Whatever this is, I want it. So this was like the full Fresh Fantasy collection, and you could just buy the, like the makeup and, you know, like palettes in it. You didn't have to buy the suitcase or briefcase, but you know, I'm extra and I needed it in my life. So in it you get Sashimi City, which was like the neutral pinky peachy shady palette, and you also get Luna Lavender, which is that beautiful, well, lavender palette. This isn't new, but it was new when I ordered it, and to be honest with you, I'm so excited about it. Kaleidos is one, or Kaleidos, I call it Kaleidos, is one of my favourite brands. Oh my god, they're one of my favourite discoveries. They're in my 2020 favourites. My god, they are scrumptious. So with those two palettes, I mean, I also got this bow, which I might put in my hair in a minute because I ordered the PR kit version. Because I'm extra. So I want to put the bow in my hair in a minute, but it's like a really heavy satin bow. It's actually gorgeous and I will wear this. But I also bought the Tone Activator eye primer. I really wanted to try their eye primer, so that's why I've got like no makeup on my face apart from my foundation, concealer and my bruise. Yeah, I want to try out the eye primer. I also bought the Charisma contour palette as well. They had 3 different contour palettes, obviously a light, medium and dark. I think I bought the medium. Warm and medium, because light and it was light and cool, warm and medium, or like dark and rich or something like that, but the light and cool was just a little bit too grey toned for me, so I thought I'd pick up the warm medium one. I also bought 3 highlighters. I'm so excited to play with these. So this is the Moon Cruiser one. In the time of me purchasing this to now, which is like 3 months, they have reformulated all of their highlighters, which is kind of annoying, but then at the same time it's like, do I really care? Not really. Like, if these formulas are great, then I'm going to be ordering more. I also ordered Mars Melter, which is one that has definitely changed. Hopefully you can see that. It looks really beautiful. And then I ordered Ray Rider. I'm hoping that this one is the newer version, the Ray Rider that I've ordered. But yeah, hopefully that's the newer version. And then I also bought the Escape Pod, which I'm really excited to play around with. This was their summer palette, I believe. Like, they released it earlier on in 2020, and I really wanted to purchase it, but I didn't know at the time what to get with it to get the shipping over $100, because it's free over $100. And to be honest with you, living outside of like the States where shipping is high anyway, for me, there's no point ordering online from another country if I don't cross a free shipping threshold. I might as well get more product and not pay for shipping than pay for shipping when I could have just got product for what I'm paying for. You know what I'm trying to say? So today I thought we would play around with the Escape Pod, play around with a couple of the highlighters. I want to try out the contour like bronzing palette and the primer. The other 2 palettes, I have actually already got a video of me trying the Kaleidos Futurism palette, and I'll link that up in the eye, but I want to do 2 separate videos trying these out similar, like in a similar fashion to those videos, so that I can add it to the playlist. I like having a nice catalogue of videos so that I can personally reflect on it, and just so it's accessible to you guys. Just because I do a video of something that might not be brand new, you might value my opinion, or you might find that you like the same products as me, stuff like that. So I like having a catalogue of videos that you guys can go back and see what my personal opinion on these products are. So today I'm playing around with everything apart from the Fresh Fantasy palettes. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm also going to put this beautiful bow in my hair. I kind of feel cute. I feel like I've got one of those JoJo Siwa bows in my head, but it doesn't really go with my outfit, but I kind of like it. Jake will probably laugh at me for having this in my hair, but So before I put anything on my face, let's just talk about the products. These aren't brand new, you have seen them before plenty of times. I just haven't played around with them. It doesn't stop me from being super uber duper excited. I also want to say, when I'm filming this, Angelica Nyquist, one of my favourite human beings on this platform, you know I talk about her relentlessly, to a point where I'm scared that if she ever sees, I mean she won't, but if she ever sees any of my content, I'm like terrified that she'll think I'm some sort of creep, when I'm not. I just think she's an absolute queen. But she is coming out with a palette in collaboration with Kaleidos, and when I tell you I spilt my tea over my crotch as I saw the video scroll up, I was like tea everywhere, boiling hot. Looked past the burning sensation to click on the video and see exactly what was going on. She has collaborated with Kaleidos in a palette similar, like the form of it is similar to this, like the Escape Pod. It's like the same packaging in the sense of like size, weight, well I imagine weight, but the same sort of unicarton. And I will be breaking my low buy no buy for that palette. It's a limited edition palette. When I filmed my New Year's resolutions, I didn't know, like this was, I filmed that before she announced the collaboration, so I was not ready for that. So yeah, I'm glad I said in my low buy no buy sort of statement, I was like, any limited edition items I will be purchasing, that sings to my soul. I'm going to do anything to support that woman. Amazing. I'll be purchasing that, so look out. Anyway, back to the Escape Pod. It's just like a really interesting packaging. It's quite thick, I would say. It's like thicker than normal palettes. Like here's a typical Colourpop palette and you can see the difference in sort of thickness. It's like nearly double, well actually more than double the thickness of a normal palette. But then it's kind of like compact at the same time. Do you know what it's the same size of? It's the same size as a VHS tape. That's what it's the same size of. But the packaging is absolutely bloody awesome on this. I'm not really too sure what this is, but I like it. Whatever it is, I like it. So you open it up and it kind of continues the pattern on the outside. I just think it's really funky. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but I kind of like it. And then of course in the inside we have this stunning palette. So let me just take the slip away so we get this thing. And this is of course what the palette looks like. Again, you've all seen this palette before. This isn't new, but it's new to me and I am absolutely I'm so ready to play around with this. It's quite a unique colour story, and I'd say that's probably one of the reasons when it first came out I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to get this now. Like I just want to sit on this at the moment. I'm not sure I want to like make a whole order just for this yet. I was trying to just see, like wait and see. I was still discovering my Futurism palette, so I was kind of like, let's just hang tight for a little bit. I'm not sure. But then as soon as I played with all the Futurism palettes, realised that they're one of my favourite eyeshadow formulas ever, started seeing some more swatches of this, started seeing people playing with it, I was like, god damn, why didn't I just order that? So oh, let's swatch this up. I'll just be swatching them row by row, so I'll go from this side to this side, this side to this side, this side to this side, and let's swatch them up on the old arm. First shade we have is Soiree, this beautiful lavender purple. We then have Mardi Gras, which is a deeper, more like fuchsia based purple, I would say. We then have Flamingo, which is this hot pink, very much a flamingo pink. We then have Tango, which is this beautiful citrus orange, really bright orange. We then have Exoplanet, which is this beautiful, quite like purple based blue, but it's kind of edging on true blue too. So yeah, really nice. And that is the top row of mattes. Really pretty, and actually, although it's kind of scary looking, a lot of these colours are going to blend really beautifully with each other. And then starting in the middle row we have Starlight Sonata, this one right here. This is absolutely gorgeous. Excuse my abhorrent scar running across my wrist. I feel like this shade is going to be really pretty, like just topped on any shade and also in the inner corner, so it's a really nice one. We then have the shade Amaretto. Ooh, this is pretty. Kind of got like a pink and orange thing going on there, really nice. We then have the shade Space Oasis, this one right here. Really unique, really like that one. We then have Cosmic Cabaret. Ooh, wow. That one felt soft. Oh wow. And then the final shade in this row is Galactic Gala. Oh my god, look at that. That is stunning. It's like greeny gold. Really pretty. I will just swatch the first one in the third row because that is also metallic, so I might as well just swatch it on the same arm. And this one is called Saturnalia. Ooh, Again, really pretty, kind of a deeper, greener version of this one right here, but very, very similar. I will say very similar. Like, you probably wouldn't be able to tell too much of a difference on the eye, but this one is definitely deeper, so nice. And then finally, the last 4 mattes, we have Bossa Nova, really nice like mushroomy brown. We have Lofi, this lovely creamy, well, cream shade. We have Carnival, which is like a peachy apricotty orange, like a kind of coral leaning, but like in a peachy apricotty sort of family. And then we have Terrace, which, wow, that is really deep, and oh my goodness, really consistent. That's like a really true brownish, deep brown with kind of an orange undertone. Really, really pretty. Very neutral. This rose is very neutral, so that kind of makes me think that you can really make this like an everyday wear palette by applying these neutrals and like maybe one of these metallics, something like that. It's going to be like a palette that I can really amp up and make really colourful, or a palette that I can just grab on like a day-to-day wear and just put a couple of shades through the crease. So awesome. So that's the eyeshadow palette. I think at some point I want to do like a kind of a bluey green and like a purple look, but I think today, because I've got like this shirt on and I think just like pink and purple might clash a little bit, my palette's squeaking for whatever reason, so if you can hear that, I don't know why. I really want to play around with like the orange, maybe a bit of the pink, but the oranges, and yeah, I'm feeling like a bit of this orange blue kind of weird rocky biker vibe. In my mind it's working out, but I don't know if it's going to translate very well. But yeah, I'm thinking like playing around with this area of the palette. We'll see where we go. I've also got this tone activated primer, which I'm not massive on eye primers to be honest with you, but I feel like sometimes they do work. So when the brand offers one, and especially because the brand is Kaleidos and they're like so good, I just thought let's just try it. It wasn't that expensive. I think it was like $6 or $8, which works out to be about £4 or £5. So I thought that's not too bad. And it says here, activates eye makeup's full potential, makes colours pop, prevents creasing, prevents smudging, and is water resistant, enhances eyeshadow and pressed pigments vibrancy and colour payoff. It just looks really, really nice. Sorry, I went the wrong way around, but I think it looks really nice. Packaging is kind of cool, very like fits into the vibe of it all. Oh, and it's like that. So I'm just squeezing it there. Can you see that's kind of like, I don't want to call it skin colour because obviously everyone's skin is a different colour, but it's like a peachy neutral tone. It just looks like that, and yeah, oh, that feels nice. To be honest with you, like primer, I mean, do educate me if I'm wrong, but I feel like primer is one of those things, eye primer I mean, is one of those things where it's like if you have a lighter skin and you apply a darker primer like this on, it won't make too much of a difference, and vice versa for deeper skin tones. I feel like it won't make too much of a difference what the colour primer is, as long as the texture is good, because you're going to be covering up with eyeshadow anyway, aren't you? So if I just applied too much, there is potential for that. Okay, I'm just going to use my little concealer buffer brush just to place, or just like to move this primer around. I mean, this is actually a wonderful shade for me because it's just like one shade lighter than my actual skin. But I am intrigued to know if you've got deeper skin, like much deeper than me, or much lighter skin than me, like, you know, quite a contrasting different skin tone to me. Have you tried this primer and what do you think of it? Does the colour affect how it works? But you know, like Anastasia Beverly Hills has got their eye primer and it's like practically white. So does the colour of a primer, like for your eyes, really matter? I'm not sure that it does. I just feel like as long as it's not too pigmented, it shouldn't make too much of a difference. I'm going to go into the shade Tango, this one right here, and I'm just going to apply this through the crease. I'm just going to kind of just clean off this brush that I'm using, just kind of dust it off a little bit. But I'm going to go into Carnival, this peachier shade here, and just kind of diffuse that Tango shade out. Just go around the edges. Okay, this could go terribly wrong, but I want to take the shade Exoplanet, this one right here, this beautiful blue. I want to try and deepen this outer corner, but with a bright pop, so not really deepening it, but kind of just changing the colour of the outer corner. Wait, I've had a good enlightening moment. Instead of deepening up, I'm going to turn this into like a blue wing. I think that'll look cooler than trying to blend the blue into an orange, which obviously is just never going to work. So I'm going to take it on like a little wing brush. This is actually a brow brush, but whatever. And I'm going to turn this into like an awesome blue wing. And we can go back over this later, so if I do anything like else on the lid, which obviously I will, we can go back over the blue wing in a minute. So I'm just going to try and create the bases of it first. I think that could look really cool by the end of it. I feel like my camera's not picking up how vibrant that blue is, but it's really, really cool. I'm going to take the shade Flamingo, this beautiful pink, and I'm going to fluff it in the inner portion of my crease. I'm also going to take the shade Flamingo and drag it on the lower lash line as well. I think I want to apply Amaretto, this one right here, all over the eyes. I think that's going to look really cute. I'm going to take that on a little flat shaded brush and wet it and just see if it intensifies any more, but just more than anything, just so I can get some precision around the eye area. Fingers are great for getting product on, but they're not great for precision. Well, mine aren't anyway. I've got big sausage fingers, so yeah, that's looking really pretty. I feel like because it shifts that orangey pink, the orange and pink in my crease kind of is more enhanced, I feel. In real life, it looks really kind of really like spacey. It looks really cool. Okay, those are the blue wings. I think this, to me, kind of represents the palette a little bit, this eye look. It's not like the neatest thing I've ever done, but I'm just playing around with these colours. And I really, really love the pink, the blue, and the orange. I think it's a really cool thing going on. I feel like I've done something cool. I want to take Starlight Sonata, this one right here, and obviously use it as my inner corner highlight. It'd be literally a crime not to. Ooh, I'm just going to kind of join that up into kind of the lid shade, the Amaretto shade. Yes. Oh, look at that. I've left the brow bone because I want to use one of the highlighters on here, but I'm going to go shove some mascara and lashes on, and we'll be right back to do the rest of the face. Okay, I'm back, and not gonna lie, I went and had dinner. I put my lashes on, went and had dinner, so my hair's like look how it's completely lost the curl. Now it just looks unbrushed, so love that for me. I just popped on the Unicorn Cosmetics Unicorn Flutter lashes. I think these are really, really cute. These are like quite big, but they're, let me zoom you in. They're like big lashes, so when you look at them from this angle, they look quite big. However, like when you look at them straight on, because they're clustered, I feel like they look really, really nice. They look nice and gappy, so you can still see all of the eyeshadow, and I really, really like that in a lash. I've just, don't know why, but I really like clustered lashes like this because they're not so spidery, but you can still see all of the makeup behind the lashes. It's not like a big block, you know, so I really like that, and I like that you can still see the blue wing. This inner corner's popping off a little bit, but you know, it's okay, it's okay. Obviously, like I said earlier, I bought the Charisma contour palette. I'm so gutted because I think earlier on in the year of 2020, it might have been in a summer collection, I'm not sure, but they had cheek quads, like doubles, cheek doubles, and I didn't buy them because I thought that they were permanent in their range, but they weren't. They were limited edition, so I was like, god damn it. So this time I thought I would pick up the contour palette, because I was like, if it's limited edition, I want to be able to try some of their cheek products. So this is the warm and medium shade. They've got like a whole direction thing in here, so let me just show this to you. I really, really like this packaging. It's very innovative. So you've got the shade name, how to use it, what's called what, and it all just like folds up in this really innovative box, but it's like one piece. I really like it. The packaging for this just looks like this. It looks really nice. It's quite thick. It's very heavy feeling. It's very well made feeling. And then you get a little slip inside telling you what it is. That's the fill, shade and chisel. Very nice. This is like a contour shade. This is a very good bronzer, and this is like a highlighting shade for sort of correcting things like that. So let me just give this a little swatch. see what we're playing around with here. So this is the Fill shade, this is the Chisel shade, no sorry that's the shade, and this is the Chisel shade. So it's the cool toned contour, the bronzer and the highlighting powder there. So I'm going to go into the contour shade first with this little loose, oh it's quite dusty, this loose powder brush. I like to keep any contour shades way back here to look like a very natural shadow. I'm just going to change the brush out actually just because I want something a little bit more dense, just so I can buff it in. And I don't typically nose contour, but we will just for the sake of using this powder. Just a touch here, just where I want the shadow. And if I ever contour my forehead, I only ever like to do it right here. I never like to drag it anywhere else, just right above the arch of my brow, and doing it very, very lightly, just because I don't have the forehead that, to be honest, needs contouring too much. So I just like to focus it right here, just where the light naturally doesn't hit, just on the sides here. And that's why I kind of prefer bronzing, using a bronzer, like a neutral toned bronzer for bronzing instead of contouring, because I don't need too much contouring apart from in my cheeks. I don't like doing it very often. I'm then going to take the bronzer, the warm bronzer, on this little slanted cheek brush and bronze. Ooh, this is a really nice shade. Okay, and then finally, I nearly forgot about this bit, but the highlighting powder, this one right here, not the highlighter, but the highlighting powder, the thin strip up here. I'm just going to take this brush and just clean up around here. And just take it to the places where I just want to kind of carve out and define where I've put that. I'm also going to take that powder just to the centre of my forehead like this, just to kind of brighten up that area. Just under my eyes a tiny bit as well. It is more like a carving powder, so it's not supposed to go all over the face because there's not enough for that, but just cleaning up. I really like that. I think that's a nice tone. I really like this. This is a really nice addition, and yeah, it's like, I like that you get all three in one. That's nice. I like that. I'm just going to shove a little bit of Milani Luminoso on my cheeks, just for a little bit of blush. I feel like this peachy colour will really go with the eyes, so I'm just going to drape a little bit of blush on my cheeks just to warm myself up. And then of course we have the highlighters, which I'm really excited to play around with. So this is Mars Melter. Comes with a little protective thing on it. They've actually changed this to kind of like a peachy one now, but this is White Flashes pinky colour, I believe. Yes, this is like a White Flashes pink. That's Mars Melter. That's actually really nice. It's quite subtle pink as well. It's not too pink, so that's actually really nice. I then have the shade Moon Cruiser in the little blue tin. I think this is Flashes Blue or Flashes Purple. Flashes Purple Blue. So this is Moon Cruiser. Oh my god, that's literally like electric blue. Oh my god, that is awesome. Whoa. Whoa. I really like that. And then of course we have Ray Rider, which is more of a, well, I have to call this a wearable, like peachy champagne by what it looks like off of the website. So it just looks like this. I say it's like a golden champagne actually rather than peachy champagne. But this is more of a wearable one in my eyes. And it just looks like this. Oh, is it catching the light nicely? You can see it. It's actually really pretty. Look at that one, that Moon Rider. I think I want to play around with Mars Melter actually. I was going to apply Ray Rider, but it's kind of got that pinky tone and it might go really well with the eyes. So I'm going to save Moon Cruiser for another day, but that is awesome. And Ray Rider looks like something I can wear every day. I love that. So let's play around with Mars Melter. I'm just going to take it on with my little highlighting brush. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but in real life, that is absolutely blinding. Oh, I like these highlighters. They're nice. They don't sit on the skin too much. They're actually melting into the skin as I talk, which is really nice. They're quite dusty in the pan. That's only one thing I will say, is there's quite a lot of kick up, but that's okay. I don't mind that too much. It's not like abhorrent. It's just like a little bit of kick up in the pan. That's not too bad. Ooh, I don't know if you can see the flashing pink, but I can really see it. I really like it. It's really cool. I'm also going to take a little bit of that on my little pencil brush and just put it on my brow bone. Oh wow. I really like this. This is cute. I really like my look. Next time I order from them, I want to try some of their lucid lips because apparently they're supposed to be really, really good. And yeah, I don't know why I skipped out on them last time. Maybe just because I have so many lip products as it already is. I was like, oh, I don't need that. Like, I was more interested in the eyeshadows, but now they've proved their worth to me, so I kind of want to go and check out their lip products. But just for the time being, I'm going to apply the Huda Beauty Demi Matte Day Slayer liquid lipstick. And that is it. I have had such fun playing around with this palette. I just cannot believe I've waited this long to play around with it before. I really, really like the look. I think it's really fun. Let me just come a little bit closer. I think it's really fun. I think it's really like colourful, but not too colourful. Like, I would happily go out with these. I mean, the lashes are a little bit extra, but I really, really like this. I think paired with the nude lip is great. Or you could pair this with like a bright orange lip. That would look awesome too. I'm really excited to carry on playing around with this palette. It's Kaleidos formula is just sensational, and I cannot wait to play around with these two. Be prepared for another 2 videos coming up with these palettes, kind of in the similar format of what I said linked up in the eye of me trying out the other Futurism palettes. I'll probably link this video in that playlist as well, just because it's playing around with more Kaleidos makeup. So I like it. I like everything I've got on my face. The highlighter is awesome. I think as it warms to the skin, it's really looking glazed, and I love that. Look how like beautiful this looks. It's not like in your face pink, but you can tell it's pink. It's really, really cool. It's making my blush look more pinky and juicy, and the bronzer contour situation actually is growing on me more and more. My cheeks look really naturally carved, I feel, especially in the mirror that I'm looking in. My cheeks look which don't we all want to look like that? Yeah, I really, really like this. The highlighter is awesome. Everything I've played around with, bloody awesome. And I'm not surprised because Kaleidos is an amazing, amazing brand. And I cannot wait to see what they produce in 2021. I want to try out more of their products. I just want to try out more from them. I absolutely love them. They've become a new favourite. I'm obsessed. But that is all for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have tried the Kaleidos Escape Pod, please let me know what you think. Tag me in any looks that you've done in Instagram. I'll leave my Instagram handle down below. It's makeupwith.meg. And just tag me in all of your Instagram posts that you've done. I need to get more like back on Instagram. I've like come into a rut, but I need to get back onto it because I really enjoy that platform. Have you tried any of their other products apart from their eyeshadows? Because those highlighters and those cheek products are much better than I was expecting them to be. Have you tried the lucid lips as well? Because that's something I do or am looking forward to picking up, or I'm looking to pick up. So tell me down below, just talk to me everything Kaleidos. Thank you guys once again for watching, really do appreciate it. Have the conversation with me down below about everything Kaleidos. Thumbs this video up if you have enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the bell so you'll be notified of all the videos I upload. I upload every single week. Anyone want to miss out on more content from me? No, you would not. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.